Have you ever heard of the Appalachian stories about the woman in white or the white thing? Now, as weird as that name is, the white thing, it's a literal situation here. But see, there's something about the woman in white that makes her not just a ghost. And this is freaking out there. What if I told you the white thing or the woman in white actually has substance? Not only has she been seen a lot in my area, she also picked up a toddler. Wait, what did you just freaking say? That's right, she picked up my neighbor when he was a little boy. He was very little, and he hardly remembers anything about it, but he still remembers it. You see, his parents used to have this schedule when he was very young. His mother used to leave for work about 3 a.m., and he got so used to the schedule of getting up and going to his grandparents' house just down the road, about half a mile, that he woke up one morning on a weekend and thought it was time to go to the grandparents' house. So he got up and walked outside, just kind of wandered out. Now, if you know anything about the Appalachians at night, that's not a friendly situation. But here's where things get a little crazy. He said the woman in white picked him up and took him to his grandparents' house. Now I know, mine's a toddler, right? But here's the kicker. All of a sudden, 3 o'clock in the morning, his grandparents hear something outside. They hear the dogs barking, and there's somebody standing in their driveway. They go outside, there's the little boy standing in the driveway. Now, you might say, oh, he just had memory to get back there. You're talking like a 2-year-old, and it's a pretty long way. When they questioned him, they said, how did you get here? He said, that woman in all white, she brought me here. Now, the grandparent questioned this toddler for a long time about this. I heard all the accounts firsthand on this, and the story never ever changed. So to this day, it's known that that woman in white picked up a toddler here on our street. Now, what makes this even crazier, this woman or thing has been seen just a ton, especially in our area. But the thing is, you'll think somebody's just walking down the road and all of a sudden it goes through a fence or walks into the cemetery by the local church and disappears. But here's another thing. It seems like it shapeshifts. The grandmother of that little boy once told me about a time that she spotted what she thought was a polar bear. But it wasn't a polar bear, of course. All we have here in the Appalachian Mountains are black bears. Now, there are albino bears, but she said this one disappeared right in front of her eyes. The same marker as Lady in White. Now, there's old tales about these things coming and visiting people at the same time every day. And I'll tell you another one real quick that happened to an old farmer. It's the local legend here. Old man was out making his cow every morning, and a woman would walk past him crying. And he would stop and ask the woman, what do you need? She told him milk, so he'd give her milk. Every day she would leave and go the same direction. This happened multiple days in a row. So he got curious, started following the lady one time, and she walked to the local cemetery, disappeared. They realized it was a recent grave that had been dug, so they went and dug it up. Inside the grave with the dead woman was a baby, and also the farmer's milk. Now, are these just tales, or is the woman in white or lady in white an actual substance thing? Is it a ghost, or is it something else?